All right, our little community is coming to life here. Okay, what do we need? We're going to start heading back so we can take our creatures back. Um, let's see, which way do we need to go? Oh, I'm going the wrong way. I'm going to need to put some berries onto this new little piggy. And let's grab those, put that on there so it will stay alive. The juveniles, the babies will not eat from a food trough, but juveniles will. So keep that in mind if you're taming up something. If it says it's a baby, you have to hand feed it like this, purely. So putting food into a food trough, it won't automatically eat from that. But can we make a food trough? That is the next question here. I know that we unlocked it. Let's see if I can make one. And I don't need to make it on a smithy. I need some more thatch, some more. Let's see, we need 120 wood. So let's see, do we have that? Yes, we have that. I think we have enough thatch. We have 124. It takes 60. We just need some metal. Okay, I think I can keep these guys alive while we go down here to the smaller round rocks that are down here at the shoreline, and let's harvest those for some metal. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to get more metal with my hatchet or, well, there's one metal. We need 8. I think we get more with the hatchet than we do the pickaxe. So, oh, and we don't have enough inventory for that. Okay. Let's see. Whoop, I didn't need that. I need 5 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And some stone. There we go. Okay. And we're just going to keep getting some metal. All right, let's keep going. Let's get some. This little guy is great that he's following me, but he's also just like in my way. So, how did I do that? If you press L1 and you press down on the D-pad, wherever your cursor basically would be is where the animals will then go to. Kind of useful in a situation like that where you have an animal that's got you stuck or you need to get all your animals away from something. Now, if their aggression level is still on aggressive, that's not really going to help you out the best. We still only have one. Maybe a pickaxe is the way to go here. So let's try this. Are we going to get... Oop, I don't think that's an actual rock. Are we getting any metal? Any metal at all? Let's try the pickaxe. Maybe that gets us more metal. I need metal, please. 2 metal. Okay, so I think the pickaxe on these, what they call river rocks, is, yeah, it's definitely, I think it's given us more metal. So we needed 8. We're probably getting close at this point. Get this last one here. I'm sure we have 8 at this point. Yeah, we do. Okay, and we have to put some more into... Wait, okay, let's get all these creatures back. Let's go make us a food trough for everybody. And we're going to collect up some more berries on our way with our Parasaur. Try to get quite a bit without over encumbering it where it can't still walk or run. Come on, guys. Come on up here. What should we name? Well, probably what I tried to name the first one, which was, the Mrs. Pig, or Mrs. Piggy, Miss Piggy? Miss Piggy. let's just put them on follow. So maybe they'll come after us now without me directing them. But yeah, you can use that go there ability with the whistles so that they will. Um, am I going the right way? Yes, I am. They will travel there, even not just following you. Oh, there's another little piggy. Do you belong to anyone? No, you don't. I think I killed its parent earlier. You know what? I'm just gonna, for the sake of having possibly even more just meat, we're going to take it. We may have to cull the herd a little bit here later, but that's okay. I don't have any berries to give you, but Ducky does. So let me take some out of Ducky's inventory and put on here. And put it on here uh, for you to be able to stay alive. And there we go. Okay. You still doing okay? No, he doesn't have any more food. So let's give him some more food. And probably going to have to put some more on the pterosaur. Alright, let's see. Access the inventory. Let's put this in there. And then the Pteranodon, not the Parasaur. Let's see. No, he's still good. Alright, that'll get us back, I believe. So let's go. Um, let's get us back. Alright, we're going to get our creatures back up here to... Is everybody with us? Yeah, all three. Okay, let's go cross the bridge. Get everybody up here. We will put our raft out the back side, and we're going to also... Everybody coming? Slowly. He's coming very, very slowly. Okay, we better wait. Give him a second to catch up. And I only see... Oh, be careful when you jump off of creatures. They can throw you off into the pit of despair. Okay, it's coming. It's just coming really slowly. Come on. You can do it. Let's get it up here to safety. Come on, little baby Fiomia. You can make it. Alright. We'll just walk slow, because walking fast doesn't do us any favors. But we're going to put the raft out the back side of this courtyard. There is another set of stairs that goes down to the water, so we'll put the raft there. And then we'll make a food trough and fill it up with some food to keep our little guys alive. We've got quite the collection here, but like I said, we're probably not going to need this many of the pigs, but right at this very second, we'll just keep it alive, because, come on, stairs are hard, but you can do it. Let's go. All right, and then make it through the doorway. And then let's build that food trough as well. Okay, let's see if these guys get inside. Oop, there's two. Okay, the baby's the only one left. It's probably stuck on something. Yes, it is. Come on, round this way. In here. You can come this way. Let's go. Okay, and then once everybody gets in here, we're going to tell them to stop following. Come on. He's eating. Okay. So if you look here, these guys are following Ducky because when I was riding Ducky, I used the follow whistle. So that makes them follow that creature that you're riding. She's following me because when I tamed her, when I had got off my creature, and so I'm gonna just tell her, I'm gonna whistle, I'll stop. Try that again. There we go. Okay, so now she's not following me, but they're still following Ducky. So we have to get on Ducky and now say, I'll stop, and you'll see the following ducky symbol go away. So now everybody, no one's following anybody. We're all just, yeah, sitting still, being good. Okay, but let's make that food trough. Right. And we need to make our raft. This is probably going to overweigh us severely, but we'll see what happens. And then can we make the food trough still? Nope, we're going to need some more. Yeah, see our weight just jump back up. Okay, can the Parasaur hold my raft? Yes. Okay, so there we go. Okay, so that takes a lot off. I'm. What else do we need? What materials do we need for this? We need those metal. We need thatch, fiber, and wood. So let me have the thatch. And I'm going to take one of those, two of those to eat for myself. We're going to give you this, all of the spoiling stuff, because the creature is helping to keep that spoil timer down. Okay, and then we know what we need to do. Get thatch, fiber, and wood. Let's go get some more of that. And let's just get that fiber first. With this many creatures, we really got to put a food trough down to be able to keep everybody alive. I can see that I think Tea Tree has a symbol, a little baby binky above its head that's red. That means it wants some attention of some sort. So it's either going to want to cuddle, a walk, probably some berries. It's going to want some of those things. And you know what? I've got a level up I can do. So let's do some more weight. And let's put some more into water so that we don't dehydrate as quickly. And I want to go back in here and I'm going to track this so that I know how much more things I need. I need some more wood. But let's go over to Tea Tree as well and see what do you wants to be hand fed basic kibble. Well, sir, we're a long way from making basic kibble. All that means is that this imprinting is not going to be as high, which means it's not going to be as high a level when it becomes an adult. If your imprinting is, at 100% by the time you reach adulthood, because right now it's an adolescent, then it will be even higher level than it would have been. But I can't make any kibble right at this moment. I don't have any food crop plots, and I would need that to make some kibble. This Phiomia, what does it want? Phiomia wants to cuddle with you, so that's easy. You literally just push triangle, and 20% of the imprinting is done on the imprinting bar, so it will help that one become a higher level. Nothing needed on that baby yet, so that's part of the raising feature of the game, of raising your babies. Okay, but we've got some wood that has respawned in here, so let's go get that because we need 120 to create the trough for everybody, and then we'll fill it up with some meat and berries. The Pteranodon needs the meat, everybody else needs berries, but the trough spoil timer is much better than anything that I think us or the creatures is going to have. There's some more trees just right outside our base. I think there's some more over there as well, but these are probably closer. So let's go get these. All right. So how do we get over here to this? Little parkour. Maybe we can get up here. Okay. And get some more wood. We're almost there. We've got 91. We need 120. 104. Let's not fall off the cliff here. And my stamina is going down because I'm using the axe. Using the axe does also make that go down, so and running around, so probably just be better to walk. Yeah, see, stamina is going back up, which also does deplete your water resource. And now I have some stars above my head because the more your stamina is at low, the uh, you could actually make yourself pass out just by doing too much work. Um, okay, so we have all the stuff. Let's create our trough. I'm going to do it in here. The yellow on the weight symbol just means you're slowed. Once it's red, it means that you are over encumbered and you're not going to be able to move, or you might be moving at a very slow pace. If it becomes black, that means you're maybe you could still move, but you can't pick up any more inventory. Your inventory slots are completely full. So that's the different colors and what they mean on the weight symbol. So let's take that off. We now have enough to make it. So let's make that. Inventory, the weight symbol goes down while it's creating it, and then it went back up just a little bit after it actually made it. Um, okay, so let's put our food trough down. Let's just put that right here if we can. We need it to be green. Give me green. Whoop, whoop. I mean, it was green there for a second. I don't like that the grass is all up in it, though. What if we put it on this side? I would like to build the base out a little bit more on that side, so yeah. Okay. What if we put it out to about here? That'll be fine, right? Right in here. It doesn't actually have to be up against anything, literally. We could put it out here and all the animals could just go to it when they need to. Okay, so we're going to dump all the Parasaur's berries into it. So let me get it a little closer. And Ducky, here we go. Okay, I'm gonna take all your stuff, and we are going to put it in this meat in the trough. I'm not gonna put the meat in there though because it's my best. The raw meat is gonna go in there because the Pteranodon will eat it out of the trough. But I don't think it's a good idea to put the cooked meat in there because I need to eat that. That's for me. Okay, so there we go. All right, let's. You can hang on to this stuff for a minute. Uh, and I'm going to level up. Let's see, weight's still doing great. Let's just make that higher so that it can collect up more berries when I want it to. Okay. And I don't want those in the trough. I'm going to use those. I know I'm doing a lot of unnecessary movements here, but okay. So now I'm going to open the trough and I'm going to literally move everything over. Do you want to transfer all? Yeah, I do, except for I'm going to take back these. And okay, that's that. I don't think the animals actually eat the seeds. So I'm going to take the seeds back out. I don't want the cooked meat in there. But now all of the animals should have a little food trough above their name. Yes. So when they're in range of this, they will have a food trough above them, above the word ducky, that shows that they are within range to eat from the trough. So that's great. That will help keep them all alive. And we just need to periodically feed this, put food into this trough instead of feeding each animal indirectly or directly. Okay, let's put the seeds in our box. All right. Nope, berries are going to go. I think they spoil so quickly. Yeah, like 10 minutes. That's all the time it has on it. These lasted quite a lot of time, seems like. But okay, let's take that out of there. And we're going to put that on our mortar and pestle. We're going to eat our meat. Put this here. Put the spoiled meat on here. Can't make enough more narco berries at this time. And then, how are we doing here? We need to take the regular meat off, put some more wood or spark powder on it. Probably should do more spark powder. So let's go back to this guy, take off the flint and stone, go make some more spark powder, put that on the fire. And the cooked meat, the Parasaur won't eat the cooked meat, but it does make it last a lot longer if I put it in his inventory. And see, that spoil timer was about to go out on my inventory, but when I put it in here, it basically restarted it, except for these. They're about to go out. So let's do that trick again where we split them into single stacks and then put this here, and bam, that just made the spoil timer refresh basically on the meat. So that helped it to last longer. Okay, spark powder. We need to make spark powder, and we're going to put this rotten meat in here. Put these over. Okay, and then let's make that so we can cook up the raw meat that we have for ourselves. So I'm not really sure how much more we need at this very second. You know, if we could make a preserving bin, that would help us to keep all this stuff quite a bit longer. So let's check into that as well, but let's do that after we go down and put our raft on the water, because I really want to do that. Let's go do that next. Okay, let's go put the raft out. So back this way, you could get up on the wall there with the stairs, but if you travel this way inside this courtyard, then we need to get some water for ourselves while we're down there at the water when we go to put this raft down, if we can. And then let's do that. Put the raft down. This back way has some stairs and comes down here to the water again, which is really cool for putting a boat or, you know, whatever you want. Now, be careful when you jump off your parasaur. Like I said, it automatically dumps you off to the side. So, you know, that is a thing. Let's see. I think there's a little rock right here I can step onto and fill up my water, get a drink. Here we go. You don't have to worry about watering your animals. You literally just have to worry about feeding them. So, okay. And then let's put this in the water. There we go. You can name it too. So we could give this raft a name. If anybody can think of a really cool name to give the raft, I'm thinking River Rat maybe. Would be kind of cool. So let me go into settings. Let's do River Rat. Our very first boat that we owned, we named it. It was the River Rat. Uh, it was a very old boat, and it actually had a rat that was living in it. It was we bought it off of an old farmer who had it down in a barn, and there was a rat who had taken up residence in that boat, and we were out on the lake playing on this boat. And lo and behold, from below, underneath like the decking of the boat, the raft came out and sat up on the side of the boat looking at us. And from then on, yes, we did get rid of the rat, but it was forever named the River Rat. So maybe this is pretty appropriate because we really did love that boat. We would pull our tube behind the boat to play and have some fun. So I don't think any creatures are going to attack that, and we should be just fine leaving that there. But let's head back up and see what else we can craft, because now we really need to see about making a smithy is next. Yeah, we need some of that. But this is how you get inside the actual house there, is in this smaller courtyard, where in the past we've kind of kept our main tames there, our smaller animals, and this courtyard has been just for the larger creatures, or, you know, a multitude of creatures you could keep out here if you had quite a few. So we're doing pretty good. We also need to make a water intake to be able to get some water up here to be able to have some crop plots. So we know what the Pteranodon want. It still wants the basic kibble, which we can't make yet. What does the Fiomia want? It wants to be hand-fed a comfort food basic kibble. Okay, again, with the basic kibble, guys, we can't make that. You would make it on the cooking pot, but let me just show you. Basic kibble takes a dinosaur egg, which we don't have access to at this moment. So that's not going to happen. So worst case scenario is, they just aren't going to be as high level whenever they become adults, and it's okay. That just is what it is. All right, so where are we at? Our food, our water is good. We've got that in. We need to see about making ourselves next we need that smithy. And let's see, smithy.
These are all the toys I want to bring in the box. In the yellow box.
Okay, I'm going to make an AA smithy because we really like the automated arc version of most of these things, and they just allow you to pull inventory to them without having to go manually collect all the items and put them on the smithy. It's just really nice. We also have these symbols up here at the very top of the menu when we have it open, our inventory menu, is also another mod called Pull It. Pull It lets me pull specific inventory from other animals or creatures or containers straight into my inventory without having to get them from the animal. I know I've been walking over to the Parasaur every time and getting it. Literally kind of forgot about the Pull It mod that we had, but it does come in really handy for us to be able to um, get the inventory without having to physically go grab it off of your creature, which is pretty nice. So, okay, so let's. What does it take to make the smithy? Smithy, smithy, smithy. Where'd you go? I think it's something that has to be created though in the AA Workbench. So let's go over here. Yeah, because it's the AA version. Okay, so we need metal ingots. So we're not getting that until we have a forge. Okay, so let's go back and find the AA forge because that's what we want. Um, all right, here, right here, this forge. That's what we want. We still have 31 points. I want to also do the water intake and the water trough as soon as we can here. So we're going to need this stone water intake to put down at the water line, and we're going to need a water tank to get the water funneled up to us, and a stone water tap to be able to get some water out. So we could make those items, and they do take some cementing paste, which I don't know if we have the stuff to make that or not, but let's see what's going on here. And okay, so oh, it just wants some amma berries. So how do you do that? How do you give them the amma berries? You're gonna come. Ooh, and we don't have any berries. Everybody has eaten everything. Okay, so we're gonna take the Parasaur. Ducky needs to go get some more berries for everybody. We'll get some amma berries, fill up our trough again. We may have too many herbivores. We may have to cull the herd because they are going through the berries like too fast. I mean, and we really don't need this many piggies. I really just wanted a male and female at least so we could breed them and then have a meat source as well without having to go hunt if needed. We could set them to breed. You do have to raise them, but once we get some crystal found, we could also go put some of these creatures inside a dino ball, which, we'll get to that point. A dino ball is like a Pokeball. So if you have heard of Pokemon, or you can capture the creature in that so they are safe. They are also not going to be eating up a bunch of food while they're in there as well. So, all right. And he wanted, was that Megan berry? What berry did this one want? Yeah, Emma berry. Okay, let's see that one. So you put it in the very last hot bar. Anything that wants food from you in this way, where when you're going to walk up and just push triangle to feed it, the food item, or whatever the item is, needs to go in the last hot bar of your uh, down there, and then now when I push triangle, it gives it to it. So that works pretty good. Okay, but we are just going to put these extras in here. That helped our taming go up a little. And let me just take all this. Okay, and give that back to you. Give this back to you. And I can hold on to those, so that's not a big deal. I'm going to take these and just put them in the box. If anything, if my weight is getting too high, we're going to eat one of those. Put the berries in here. We could make some more narcotics with all those narco berries, and
You know what?
we'll put the seeds in the storage box. And let's make some more narcotics on the mortar and pestle. Put this over here, because that does not have a spoil timer. So, okay, and then let me take the stone and flint out, because we can't make any more spark powder. And let's put the seeds in here. See how the cooked meat's coming along. I'm wondering what we need to do also to make um, a preserving bin. Let's look up preserving bin. Is there an AA version of a preserving bin? I cannot remember. Yeah, there is a dehydrator. Okay. All right. So let's unlock that and make that another top mission here. Is we need to craft the preserving bin, get the water troughs system set up. Okay. So we want to make a forge. Ooh, that takes a lot of metal, but we need to make that. And we need to make a preserving bin. So I'm going to stick those over on the side so I don't get completely distracted by what I'm doing here. Okay, I have another level up to do as well. Oh, I have two. Okay, so we're getting closer to that 30, which I think is 30 is where you can make a saddle for your Pteranodon and actually be able to fly around the map. So let's do some... What do we do? This is my Phiomia that has levels up, not me. So let's give it some health and some more stamina. Okay. And then Mr. Pig has leveled up. Yep. Okay. All right. Can we make... What about the food? How much do we have on here cooked up? Let me take that. Go put it on the Parasaur. Okay, there we go. Put those stem berries on here. Alright, so we need more hide. Did I leave any hide on you? No, you're just literally holding the meat now. Okay. Um, we need some more hide. We need some flint. So let's grab that. We can do that now. And we're going... Oh, and then it's broke. So let's repair that. And then we're going to... we need a lot of metal. I mean, that's a lot. That's 125, and the only way to get that much metal is to go harvest all those river rocks. You really don't get much metal at all from big stones like this in the game. So that may need to be something we do on our next adventure. But we can make the preserving bin. So let's go make that dehydrator. Right now we have to go over and do it at the... um, at the... Um, okay. let's make that preserving bin. It says we have all the inventory. Okay, so it needs the stone, wood, thatch, fiber. Okay, can do that. Wood, thatch, stone, fiber. Aha. Okay, preserving bin. That's going to help us out a lot. We can. I'm going to take back all that inventory though. Okay, so let's mark that off. We'll get to the forge, but we're going to need a lot of metal, and that's going
But
to
there
take
were gems under the
some time to
table.
go get.
But I think
Um, we'll make the AA forge next time, but let's see if we can put this preserving bin in here, or if we're going to have to make us our base just a little bit bigger, probably. Ooh, this is going to be tight quarters. Okay, so if I flip it, I could put it right there. Um, but then it's harder to move once it's full of inventory. Let's make our building just a little bit bigger. Okay, and we have a level up to do, and we're going to put that into fortitude because we're still cold. Making some hide armor would help us out, but I feel like these other things are a little bit more important. You can pick up the items like this. So I'm holding triangle, it gives me this radial menu, and I'm gonna pick up the thatch wall and window, and then I can place them down in a different spot. So we're gonna put that there, and I'll build another ceiling piece and two more walls, and we will put those things there. Let me see. Let me just pick up this fireplace too, and let's pick up that, and we're gonna just put the fireplace. I feel like outside is fine. We don't need to have it inside. Right. Makes more sense for it to be out here anyway. Put that spark powder back in, and we have no raw meat to cook, so let's just keep that off for now. Oh, nope. Is that true? Yeah, that is true. We don't have any more raw meat to cook. So, okay, now let's make a ceiling and some more walls. Do we have any more wood in here? Because I don't think we have enough to create. Oh, we do. We can make one wall, but we need another wall and some. Um, I think we're going to need some more wood and fiber. So let's go grab some fiber and let's do that. Then we'll go get a little bit more wood and we'll make the rest of the house just a little bit bigger. And then I think we're going to end the episode here. We have done quite a bit. We've gotten a lot of creatures. If anybody can come up with some better names than what I have, I will be glad to change the name if somebody's got something better. I'm terrible with names. Right. And so, okay, what else can we make here though? We were going to make a ceiling. And now we need some more wood. Okay, so let's put those items on here real quick because they're taking up weight in our inventory. So put that on, and then we're going to put on this wall. And with that wall on, but I do want to make it a window so I can see all my little cool creatures outside. Put my window on there and then open my window. And then we are going to put that preserving bin in here as well. I think I'm going to switch that up though. I don't want the preserving bin like blocking the entirety of the window. So let's pick both of these up real quick. That's not a big hard change. Let's make this the one with the window and put this the one with no window. There we go. Okay, like that. And then put the window back in on this side. There we go. I like that better. Okay, and then put down our dehydrator. And we're coming along. There's no reason not to just have it right up against it. We're working with a lot of small space here. Okay, so it says no fuel and unpowered. This AA dehydrator you can power with electricity, and you can also power it with like spark powder. So let's take the spark powder out of the fire since we don't have any meat that we're having to cook up right now, but we do have some things that we need to preserve for a longer period of time. So let's put the spark powder in here. Ooh, that's not working. Okay, store your perishables to preserve uses electricity to make cooked meat into jerky. Oh boy. This is only a dehydrator. I really thought this was a preserving bin as well. We do not have electricity. We're not going to have electricity for quite some time. Okay, that was a waste of inventory and everything used to make that. Okay. Is there not a preserving bin itself on the AA versions of things? No, I am not seeing one. Hmm. Okay, well, let's scratch that and let's find the preserving bin instead of trying to make the AA version of it. Okay, I know what. All right, brain, you can do this. Let's go. Okay, where is the preserving bin? Cause it. Oh, right here. Thank goodness we have enough points to put into that. Can I destroy this and get some of that back? I think I can. We're going to demolish this. We don't need that until we are at a much higher level. Yes, that gave us back quite a bit of inventory. So that was a mistake, but that's okay. All right, so let's track this. What do we need? Some more wood. Of course we do. And we need it to finish the house. So let's go get some more wood. And where trees, trees, where trees? I think there's some in the smaller courtyard up here. Let's go get that. We're going to make this preserving bin, and then we'll end the episode there. So we can at least put some of our perishables in. Yeah, there's going to be enough wood up here. Okay, let's get that. And it's starting to rain. Rain, honestly, in the game, yes, you are a little bit more cold, but for the most part, it just kind of helps your hydration meter not go down from what I found. So it's not necessarily a bad thing. Okay, preserving bin. We're going to make that and put that inside of our a little house, and we need another thatch wall as well. Of course, we're going to beach walk all the way back to Baywatch Beach Walk. Okay, let's go back down here, finish this house, put our preserving bin in, and then I think that's going to do it for the episode. We're going to stop there. And I wish I could make them the kibble to like make their taming up, but it's also very likely that we may have to, as I said, cull the herd a little bit because we have a lot of creatures that are consuming up berries, and I don't think we really that's completely necessary right at this moment. So, okay, now we want to put the spark powder in here. Yes. Oh, look at that. Look at that ability. Okay, and then, okay, so spoil timer 4 minutes. We put it in here. Now we're going to have 42 minutes in the game. So way longer. I'm not, I'm going to just put all of my perishables in here. So you literally can store everything in here as well. So keep that in mind if you're needing to make things. You know, we have storage in here, but we also have storage in our box. So let's see what kind of let's organize this a little bit, and then we're gonna stop. Let's get the non-perishables out and put in the perishables in here. And it tells you there I've got 21 hours of fuel from this spark powder, so a little goes a long way, which is great. Okay, what's in this box? Let's put the stuff in the box and get the spoiled stuff out now that we have a preserving bin. And let's go. There we go. Okay. All right. I do want to keep a couple of those on me just to be able, be able to tame another animal if we need to. Because having it back at base doesn't do you any good. Um, and there we go. Okay. Got that in there. And then, let's see, what do I have on you? I know I have meat on you that I need to take off because I'm going to go stick it in the preserving bin because spoil hour 24 hours on her. We'll see how much better it is over there. Level her up some more on melee in the preserving bin. So it was 24 hours on her. And here, was that 24 minutes? And this is 1 hour and 30 minutes? Surely that's what that was. That wouldn't be a mechanic in the game for you to have 24 hours. Yeah, that was 24 minutes, not 24 hours. Okay. That makes a little more sense. Okay, so we're going from basically 30 minutes to giving us another hour on the spoil timer in the preserving bin. We do need to eat a little bit more, so let's eat some more food, get our food bar back up. Our water's good. There we go. Okay, we'll make a forge at our next one and we'll decide, you know, how many of these creatures we're going to keep because I really feel like we may need to let one of these guys go. This is a male. That is a female. This one's a female. We kind of said that from the beginning that this one was probably going to have to be let go. We might as well do it now. All right. This one's a goner. Sorry. Okay. It had to be done. All right. We're going to harvest that. And that will help us consume less berries. We just didn't need another one at this time. That's too many animals for us to handle. We have a male and female. I feel like we can keep that going. And then this meat is prime meat. So sometimes animals require prime meat. I think prime meat also causes your food bar to go up, but it spoils super fast. So 41 minutes in the preserving bin, but now I'm kind of curious what kind of spoil time do we get if we cook it and put it in the preserving bin? Let me just take this meat out here. All right, should we cook it before we stick it in the preserving bin? Possibly. Okay, so it's cooking up. What was it again? My memory is terrible. Okay, so 41 minutes in there, and then let's see if we have a cooked piece. It lasts 44 minutes on the campfire. What does it last? 44 minutes in our inventory, 19 minutes on regular. But then what if we put it in here? What does it give us cooked? Yeah, like 7 hours. So let's cook that on the campfire, then stick it in here. When you need some prime meat, if you're trying to tame an animal, sometimes you can just literally, the best thing to do is just go find a baby that you take out because they will also give you prime meat. So let me get this off of here and get that on there. I'm going to take this off for a second so I can just continue to put in some more of the prime meat and get that cooked up real quick. Since we decided to cull the herd and take one of those guys out, let's cook this up real quick and we'll put that away and we'll end the episode after we've done that. Okay, let's take the charcoal out. Couple more. Okay, we're going to put this in the preserving bin, and that will help that last a lot longer. Also, fills up our food bar quite a bit better. Believe it gives us more meat. Okay, let's put this away. There we go. Okay, I think that's it. We're going to lay down, take a little nap, and we're going to end this episode here. And we're coming along. We're getting things done. Let me know what I've done wrong. I'm sure there were easier ways to do what I'm doing. And if anybody has any helpful hints or tricks, please let me know. But we're going to end that right here. All right. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching.